So I have a bunch of these MIDI effects that I have created over the last 5 years or so, and I wanted to make videos about them and share them. And my intention is to release them in some sort of capacity at some point soon. So the first one I wanted to share is called Tremolo-ADSR, and it's a tremolo envelope generator. And so the idea is that you play a chord, and it will repeat all the notes, and then you can control various stages of the sound. And yeah, so the most basic usage of this would be to drive the rate of the tremolo at different stages. So we'll start, as an example, with a fast rate, and then we'll gradually slow down, and then we'll pick up speed again at the end. And one thing to note is that the apex is essentially a hold stage before the decay and the sustain. Cool. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can add variability to the rates. So this will add a random variability between the different rates. It'll be consistent, but random. So this might change one of the notes to start at 22 milliseconds, and one of them might start at 28, and one of them might end at 47, and one of them might end at 53. So adding a bit of variability, you can hear they will beat against each other, so they'll basically be moving in and out of phase with each other. You can start hearing it here. So that's useful. The next thing is velocity. So you can drive the velocity of the notes over the course of an envelope. So let's say we wanted to start quiet, get real loud, come down to sort of a half volume, and then end real quiet. That's what this would sound like. You can also drive legato, so the note lengths. So maybe we want to start with a really short note, and then when we're holding the note down in sustain, we want to go full, and then we'll come back down to really short notes at the end. So you can get some pretty cool effects. We can add some humanization just to make things maybe a little bit more loose and interesting. So this is humanization of the velocity of this rhythm, because it's called rhythm because it's not just randomizing the rate, it's actually randomizing each individual trigger, so the frequency is variable across the time domain of the playback. And then same thing with the note lengths. So this will make every note length variable by 50%. So you can get some very bubbly, interesting sounds. But you can also do, very more traditional things, like long sort of crescendos and decrescendos and things like that. Just two more features to talk about. There's a release mode, so if I just play a chord and then release mode will essentially only start this when I release the chord, and because I won't be holding the notes down, there will be no sustain, so it'll change to essentially a 3-stage envelope instead of a 4-stage envelope. So I'll release it now, and it'll sound pretty much the same. And the very last thing is that you can control the rates using the mod wheel, which is, I think, pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think I have to demonstrate that. So yeah, that's Tremolo-ADSR. Thanks.